Thank you for doing this, first of all. I mean, it's taking time
Well,
out of your day, and obviously you've got your
I need to
mind
say thanks to you guys.
on a bunch of things. I must say, you seem quite spunky for someone who's just been through a weight cut, eh?
Jeez, I promise you, I feel like a champ now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Strikes and Strangles. Today we have something really special for you. We're going to do a quick little interview with Tommy Strydom.
Awesome, guys. If you don't know, Tommy's 2-0 undefeated at Bare Knuckle FC, so that's a real sport. He came from an MMA background. He's based there in America right now, and he has just completed his weight cut. And we've got the honor to ask him a few questions and see how things are going.
Okay, cool. Tommy, how are you?
Yes, I feel a lot better. I can promise you now. It's been quite a big weight drop since this morning.
Okay.
I had 6 o'clock in the gym. Did some sauna, an hour of walking,
Okay.
and then baths and everything. We dropped from 156 pounds to 145.
Okay, so
Geez, 11
Five.
pounds. Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I can
Almost 6 kgs, yeah.
Thank goodness.
then just touching on bare knuckle, is it something you saw yourself doing? How did you get into it, and how do you feel about it?
So I've never expected myself doing this, to be honest with you. Bare Knuckle actually invited me with my first fight in Nebraska, Lincoln. I actually went for MMA fight after 4 years of no fighting. They invited me. Well, I lost that fight. They stopped it because of a big cut in the middle of my head. And they said they cannot stop the blood. It's too big. So the fight cannot go on. So it was stopped by a cut. But like I tell people, a lot of people tells me, yeah, Tommy, you actually didn't lose the fight. And my honest opinion is I'm very humble when it gets to that. If that guy didn't throw the shots, I wouldn't have been cut. So he won the fight. You know, you
Okay,
cannot
that's a nice
never
way to
say,
look at it.
yeah, you can, you know, he didn't actually win. You can't go like that. And then Bare Knuckle upfronted me and said, I can take shots. I'm not scared. I don't give up. And would I be interested in fighting Bare Knuckle? And I was like, I didn't even tell them, listen, let me think about it. I was like, A for away, let's go. Why not?
Sure. Okay, so then quickly tell us, who's your dream BKFC opponent?
My dream BKFC opponent is obviously for the title. It is now, what's his name? Kai is the title holder at this very moment. To be honest with you, my honest opinion, I don't rate him. He comes from a wrestling background. So he jumps in a, how can I say, inside fighting. He likes to clinch and he likes to throw punches as he moves out. But he's a tough opponent being fit. But power-wise and punching power, stuff like that, I don't rate him. So he's fighting now against Duran. Duran, I think this is in June. In June, they're fighting for the title. So whoever wins there, Duran is an awesome person. I like him. We are friends. We chat and everything. But whoever takes the title, and I believe it is Duran, that's where we're moving to. It's for the title. That's our goal. So there's no dream. The dream is to go for number one.
So 100%. So get through this one and then look at getting the title.
Yeah, like they said, if we win this one and it's a 3-streak knockout, they cannot decline us and say we cannot go for a title. So it will either be a top 3 fight or a title.
Tommy, what's it like being a South African in the US?
Well, it's different. Lifestyle this side is much more different than ours. But at least I'm loving the farming and everything. Training and hours is hectic. But, there's a lot of South Africans around me. A lot of people supporting me from this side.
In terms of game meat or venison, what would you say your favorite is?
Back in South Africa, obviously, ostrich. I love ostrich. That's still game meat. And then kudu.
Kudu. Okay.
Awesome. So you mentioned.
How does it sound when a kudu falls?
Big balls, eh?
Shit.
I actually had my first ostrich steak on the weekend, so it was actually quite nice. I didn't expect it to be so light. I actually quite enjoyed it. So
The best thing about ostrich is, and the main thing about ostrich meat is whatever you like steak, whatever you make tonight, you got to eat it tonight because tomorrow it's going to be in Afrikaans like a thai. So
Oh, yeah,
it's
okay, yeah, so tough, yeah.
yeah.
Chewy.
So then, just touching on that, obviously, you've just mentioned you've made your own biltong. Is that because the jerky is bad, or how would you compare it? It's just
It's
different.
different.
Okay.
It's not for me, to be honest. So I buy on African Huts. We buy our own spices from South Africa, or we bring over when we came over, and
Okay.
then we make our we use their meat. Their meat is different because most of the meat is corn fed instead of
Okay.
normal grass.
Grass-fed,
So
okay.
the taste is different, but it's still good. It's not bad. If you make it yourself, it's good.
Okay. And then on that one, have you seen that it looks like Drickus has a biltong company over that side? Have you seen that at all, or?
I haven't seen it where I'm from. I'm in Plainview, Nebraska. So Plainview is very, very small. There's like 1,000 people living there. So I haven't got a lot around me. I'm on the farm. And the main thing, I've actually messaged him and I asked, listen, guys, send me some of that biltong. I'll pay for it. I'll pay the airfare, whatever the cost
Yeah.
is. I need some of that. So I'll still plan out to get that on
Awesome.
hand and see his biltong. So yeah.
Awesome. And then you mentioned Nebraska. So is Jackson Wink, I guess Jackson Wink Trading Academy? I'm not sure what the full name is, but that's where you're training out of in America. Is that correct?
So it is JW Worldwide, Jackson Wink Worldwide. They're my management team. I must say one thing: I've been training by CRT. They've because I've been there for 3 months in South Africa. So
Yes.
Boosty at CRT has been training me for my boxing and everything.
Oh,
I
awesome.
was nice and round and fat, but I must say training camp started actually in December because I thought the 3rd of February things is going to happen with BKFC in South Africa, and then everything fell apart. And then then you can only prep for so long because your body can only handle it for so long.
Yeah, before you start burning out.
Actually, if you think of it, I've been prepping since December up until now for this fight.
6 months.
That's me as
Geez,
well.
It's bad.
Know how you feel.
Yeah, it's not good, but you know what? It's one of those things. You gotta take the bull by the horns and ride it from there.
Sure.
Yeah. And then while in the US, do you have any like specific or notable training partners that you're training with, or are you sort of doing it on your own?
I'm doing everything in Nebraska, in the States on my own, to be honest with you. I bought a bag, I put a bag into a gym. I've got it's a small, very small old school gym. There's nobody there. I train 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock up, 3:30 I'm at training. 6 o'clock back at home, getting finished for work from 7 up until like 8, 9 tonight, go back to the gym, a little bit of cardio, sleep 4 hours, and then I was training again. And that's going on for 2 months like that. So I can't wait just to, like tonight, I'm going to sleep the shit out of this hotel.
Got you.
What advice would you give to athletes who are aspiring to make the transition to bare knuckle?
Well, to make the transition, I've got so many people asking me, listen, can I get him into BKFC? And the biggest answer always I tell them is, I am not BKFC. I only fight there.
Yeah.
And, BKFC is actually going to grow now very quick since McGregor took over as well. He's now, he bought 50% of BKFC. And I believe, we all know McGregor. He likes the biggest and the best. They're going to make the sport grow so fast and so big. My honest opinion, it's going to be legendary. And the big thing, I think they're going to start having like the same as the UFC contender series.
Okay,
So
that's very cool.
I doubt it's just going to be easy jumping in and getting sorted
Yeah.
and be part of the BKFC. It isn't going to be that easy no more.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Sure.
And with
But-
Connor coming on, I mean, he's got that Midas touch. Everything he touches starts to make money. So it's actually very exciting for the fighters that are already there at BKFC.
Exactly. I'm 100% with you.
Is that something you've done or are looking at doing? Maybe attending a live UFC event?
Yeah, definitely. So, Trickers is fighting obviously on Perth now, so I ain't going to be able to make that. But once he fights this side again, um, my main thing is to go and support whoever fights at the UFC. Even Cam is, if Cam fights again, I will support and I'll be there. I was supposed to be there with one of his fights, but you know, with the farming, planting, and harvesting, it is difficult sometimes. But yeah, next time I will definitely with my farmers that I work for. They're great people. I love them. They love me, and we got a great relationship towards
Yeah.
everything. So they won't
Awesome.
mind me going and supporting the guys.
How do you mentally prepare before going out? Because obviously the stakes are a little bit higher with the chances of breaking your hand and getting bad cuts. Is there a difference in the
How
mental
do I
preparation?
prepare before I go to the ring? Okay, so with my last fight, being honest with you guys, they asked me for a song, an entrance song, and I didn't have anything to give them that inspires me and how can I say, get my mood lifted and everything. And I was stressed, and that's where I was sitting down, and just suddenly there's one song that came through my head, and that was "I Raise a Hallelujah," and
Oh,
that's
geez.
a Christian song, and I just got goosebumps, and I was standing there and I was singing the song, and that just uplifted everything for me. I was so excited, and I just started building. It's as a, you know, not many people talks about Christ while with the fighting and everything, but you know, I fight for Jesus, and
Yep.
that's all my things is hashtag just Jesus. And that uplifted me. I walked out and I felt awesome. And, you know, that's where I realized, you know, that's the only thing that matters is to believe. And even now, my entrance song is No Stopping Me. And that's also a Christian song, but it's just more of a beat and everything, getting that mood lifted. And yes, I'm happy, and I love the whole idea, and that's what I do.
If you could have dinner with any three people, who would they be and why?
Any three people.
Yeah, dead or alive.
My dad in heaven, that's who I fight for as well. My mom back home, and my son. That's the three people I would sit around the table at this very moment. Because I miss my mom, I miss my son. I only seen him in the last year for a month, and now being here for a rollover for the next 2 years, well, year and a half. That chews on me, but you know, at the end, I'm fighting for Jesus, and then I'm fighting for mom, my son, and my dad.
Oh, awesome. Oh, that's very special. Tommy, how old is your son, if you don't mind me asking?
My son is now 10. His birthday is the 2nd of June. Then he's turning 11. And yeah, I've sent him some shirts. He sent me photos back. BKFC wants to see photos of him, so I need to give that to them. They want to make a post. And then
Awesome.
another thing is my farmers back here this side, they want me to bring him over in December for a month so that they can meet him as well, and you know, have some time on the farm and maybe take him away on holiday and stuff like that. So I'm working on that. It's quite a difficult thing because I don't want him to fly alone.
Yes, okay.
There is ways to do it, but I don't trust it with everything going on in the world. So I would rather get someone that I can to fly with him if I can, and then I'll take it from there. That's the main thing, is having my son here.
Awesome. And then at 10, Has he gone hunting with you yet, or is that something still you're planning?
I took him for his first buck. He shot a blaze book
Oh, awesome.
on 8 years old.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here about 20 years older than that, and I'm trying to plan my first hunt over here, so quite jealous. But that I'm sure was very special
That was
moment
very
between the two of
special.
you.
And I must say, we were standing there, and I was because I gave him a few shots. I bought him a rifle, and he shot the first shot with it, and he shot the first buck with it as well. And I was explaining to him and telling him, I was still explaining, aim for this spot, aim for that, and then bah, there you go. I'm like, yeah, he's got it. I don't know why I'm explaining, but you got it.
Okay, so Tommy, after this fight, what are your plans? How are you going to unwind? What are you going to be doing for the next few weeks besides farming, obviously?
Well, first thing, I'm going to have a beer like that, and I want to go and visit one of my good friends, Shane. He was a fighter back in the days as well. He lives in Florida, Miami. So I'll probably see in the next 2 or 3 weeks to go and visit him for a long weekend, and then just enjoy time around there for a long weekend from like a Thursday to a Sunday, flying back on Monday again, just to go wind off, relax, and then back in action, because we are actually finishing planting now. Okay. And then it's watering season, and then that's not busy time, so that's good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep things going in the featherweight division. First to the scale, he holds an undefeated BKFC record at 1-0 from Ithaca, Nebraska, by way of Omaha, Nebraska. Here is Corey Pitbull Roberts. Corey Roberts, 146 even. And his opponent also holds an undefeated BKFC record at 1-0 from Plainview, Nebraska, by way of Johannesburg, South Africa. Here is Tommy the Farmer Strydom. Tommy Strydom, 145.6. We have so many fight of the night potentials on this fight card, and here's one of them in the featherweight division. Tommy Strydom taking on Corey Roberts. Someone's O has gotta go.
Okay, so with this fight in particular, what are your thoughts about it? How do you see it going?
Well, I've went and I've checked some of his fights and everything. I don't rate him on my level, to be honest with you. I know he's throwing big overhand rights all the time, big of a brawler. I believe he's tough. You know, anybody that steps into the ring, doesn't matter who you are tough, because not everybody can do what we do. But the thing is, mind-wise, I'll read on mistakes. I'll wait for opportunities. I don't just throw shots and go get into a brawl. So I'll be reading whatever he throws, and I'll take it from there. So there's two things that he's going to have to look out for: a stiff jab and a left hook. Both my previous fights was ended with a left hook. The last one was more of a left hook into the left shoulder. So, but at the end, the left hook was there. So yeah, let's see what happens, and we take it from there. From now, I'll focus on the fight. Tomorrow, once I get there, I'll be watching some of his videos now tonight again, just to finish, make some finish offs, and then I'll take it from there.
So, Tommy, I'm just going to get you're a little bit hungry over here, but that steak you're planning on having, how are we going to have that done?
Oh, no, that's medium to rare. Straight it is. And I'm going to a place, I don't know what the place is called, but I'm going to have a bison steak.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
the first thing. So, yeah, it's the same as our buffalo back at home, but it's just now different. This side is bison. So, bison steak, baked potato, and veggies. I'm happy. Just
Tommy, who would you put on your top 5 GOAT list in combat sports as a whole?
top 5. Any weight category or what?
Any weight category, you can go cross boxing, across MMA,
Okay.
whatever you feel like. Yeah.
So obviously I'm with my boy Drickus, and I support him all the way with what he has achieved for South Africa. God bless for him for that, and that means a lot for not just for me, but for every fighter and supporter.
100%.
Conor McGregor, he's another top 5 for me as well.
Good fighters, yeah.
Dustin Poirier, I love him. He's an amazing guy. He's tough as nails. Damn, really, he's a tough guy. That BMF title, bad mother ever.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites as well. Then we got most of them is in the MMA world.
Sure.
Not many in bare knuckle. I don't know many of them, but Mike Perry is a tough guy. Shit, I love him. He's a great guy. He's different but great.
Yeah, a little bit crazy.
A little crazy, but
sheesh. What a fight.
Different, but great, awesome guy. And then we need one more. Shit, my life. Who would that be? Oh, he knocked out. What's his name? I'm gonna tell you now. Holloway.
Oh, yeah.
Holloway, there you go.
Last one gets Justin.
What a guy. Shit. And you know what makes him so awesome that I love? He calls out, bring the shots, bring the fights. He's there to take down with the boxing and go for it. And that I love.
Crazy.
It's not one of the
mean-
guys that runs away. He's to get in and throw. That's amazing.
I mean, he won that whole fight. He won every round, and in the last 10 seconds, still left it up to chance per se. It's absolutely amazing. That's one way to secure that BMF belt.
That was awesome. I love it. I want to firstly, I want to say thanks for God for giving me the opportunity and fighting and experience what I do and get to be here and achieve. Because without him, I wouldn't have been here. Number 2, Viela Logistics back in South Africa. Then I've got Eastern Hydraulics back in Boksburg side. I've got Wolf Apparel that does all my gear. I've got Trucking, Hoofing It Trucking, Ashore Farms, who I work for. If it's not for them, that gives me the opportunity to do what I do best and living my dream. Then I've got Butter Bing Sports Bar, Nova Gin, Boksburg sides. Love them. They are there backing me as well all the way. I've got HKA USA, Kaggies Boerdery, one of my great friends back in Witbank. Jackson Wink Worldwide, my management team. They are on point. You know, they've been with me through this whole training camp, asking me how's it going. I've got Reddick from BKFC. They are the podcast at BKFC. Jason McDonald, he's going to be in my corner as well. Awesome guy. Means a lot to me. And I'm blessed with every sponsor, every supporter, the whole South Africa, all the messages I got from everybody, the support system, everything is on point. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for standing with me. Stephen Arnold, I want to say thank you for you guys as well in supporting and having my back through this and having this meetings and everything. It means a lot to me, guys. And hard work pays off. And at the end, you need to believe and trust. That's the main thing. When I walk in tomorrow night, you guys are going to be like, shit, my life.
I can't wait.
And then, Tommy, we wish you luck for tomorrow. We know you're going to smash
Thanks
it.
a lot.
Give it your all. And yeah, just know that everyone back home is supporting you, and they've got you in their thoughts and prayers.
Amen. God bless. Thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you to you guys as well. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thanks so much.
Sure.
Thanks so much for your time, and then go enjoy that steak.
Let's go do that. Thanks so much. God bless,
Yes,
guys.
Tommy. God bless.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
keep well.
Yes.
I'd like to just thank the guys from South African MMA, Steve and Anu. Thank you for setting this up, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of this. And can't wait for what we do in the future. Really appreciate you guys.